Hello and welcome to this lecture, which I title Windows 10 Updating Your Privacy Settings. Windows 10 is the latest Windows operating system released. It is designed for high interoperability between various applications. What this means is that applications are allowed to talk to each other and use each other's features and programming logic. Some of these features include each other's programs, such as camera or microphone operation, stored content such as your location, your IP address, which is used to specifically find your computer when it is connected online, contact information, even credit card information, listings of your active applications, etc. Some of the applications that share your information are resident on your computer and some are not. This means that for all the sharing being done, some in real time and some in background while your computer is powered up, communications are occurring even without your knowledge between your computer and other websites and programs resident out in cyberspace. These constant communications can actually drain some of the power you need to operate your computer. So if you have an older and weaker computer, you may be experiencing performance issues such as slowness that you just can't understand and can't find the root cause for. When you install Windows 10, all of your interoperability features are installed in the on position. What this will mean is that there will be a lot of regular communications going on in background on your computer. Applications are constantly pinging each other and sharing your information between them based on the rules that they have built into your computer. And Microsoft itself is regularly interfacing with your computer as you share with them every keystroke you hit on your computer, every file you create on your computer, and every application you're using on your computer and how you are using it. This is where some of your power is going, but that is not my primary concern as I create this lecture. When looking at this from a hacker's perspective, we now have dozens and possibly hundreds of applications regularly interfacing with your computer all the time. Hackers are out there looking for vulnerabilities in these applications, and they are also learning how these applications work to interface with each other, and also how they communicate directly with people's PCs and with the communications networks built by business entities. If a hacker finds a vulnerability or an attack point, their next goal would be to see what they can do with it, so they just start to experiment to find something they can do to exploit that vulnerability. Some may just be having fun, but others are in it for the money. While conceptually all this interoperability is a great concept to give you lots of capabilities on the internet that you've never had before, and this is what Microsoft and others are shooting for as they provide you with their services, there are now more risk points in cyberspace than ever before, and hackers are looking for them. One of the best ways to protect your computer is to hide it from their view. And one of the best ways to do that without spending additional money is to increase the privacy of your computer by sharing less information about it to the internet. Of course, for not much money, you can also purchase some anti-hacking software to protect yourself even further. One of my favorite features in anti-hacking software, by the way, is the way it works to mute your IP address to the outside world, blocking the ways hackers usually try to pick up this information about you. So when they find some vulnerabilities and start attacking computers, yours won't be one easily seen, and this helps to protect you from a hack. But let's talk in more detail about Windows 10 and its interoperability features and your privacy settings. Following are a number of screenshots that I have taken to help illustrate the points I plan to make on this topic. Please understand that each one of us uses a computer and its applications differently, so increasing privacy in certain features will be good for some but not for others. This is something each of you should consider on your own. You will never be 100% secure, but you can take certain steps that will help you to significantly reduce your exposure to being hacked and to allowing viruses into your system. First, to find your privacy and interoperability features, click on the Windows icon in the bottom left corner of your computer and then click on the Settings button, which will bring up your settings window. In the top right corner search box, type in the word privacy and hit the return or enter key. This will bring up the privacy settings panel that provides you with a number of categories that give you access to features you can turn on or off within them. Let's look at a few of these in more detail. Under the General Privacy Settings tab, you may want to consider turning all of these settings to the off position. These settings, when turned on, regularly in background send information to Microsoft, including every keystroke you type and every website you visit, so that they can better market products to you. In addition to the power usage to do this that your computer is expending, you are giving them a lot of personal information and you are trusting them to be good stewards of it. I am more of the view that I can make my own decisions as to what I want to see and buy without prompting, and I believe that where I go on the internet is my business only, and that what I create through my typing belongs to me and not to a lot of other people that I don't even know. Under the location settings, this is up to you. But I am sitting at a desktop that is not going anywhere, so I don't think it is important to interface regularly with Twitter and other applications to let them know where I am. None of these applications are going to say to themselves, "Oh look, Dan is at home today. Let's drop in for a visit." Sending out location information to other companies in cyberspace is designed to help them more than me, so why keep them updated every day as to where I am? Camera access. I'm turning these settings off as well. Why should I share my camera usage with all these applications? And are they just using my camera application so they can use it in an interoperability way to give me benefit? Or are they also in background being copied on what I create and who I communicate with as I use the camera? I just don't know, but I don't want to share with faceless others, so I am turning this off. If it hampers the performance of an application I'm trying to use at some point in time, I will remember that this feature is turned off and I will just go back in and turn it on for as long as I am using the camera with that application. But nobody is telling me in detail exactly what is being shared and with whom. That's all vague here, and this worries me. The same thing with the microphone as for the camera privacy above. I don't feel like sharing what I record with others, and even the act of sharing anything with anyone uses power from my computer and increases my exposure to hackers who might be able to find a vulnerability through this and get into my computer in some manner. So I'm shutting this down as well. Speech, inking, and typing. You want me to give you my contacts, my calendared events, my recorded speeches, and everything I type? I don't think so. My contacts are mine, not yours, and my typing is also mine and not yours to work with, so this stays off. Contacts. I am turning off all these applications that want my personal contact information as well. Go get your own contacts. These are mine. Call history. Again, my business. I see no need for anyone other than myself to have this information. It might help me a little to be able to easily look up a call made previously, but as a personal preference, I feel that these calls were mine only, and I can figure out how to call somebody else again if I need to without external help. Also, I don't like the idea of giving out to others phone information on my contacts. Next thing you know, they will be using these numbers to text them with advertising offers. Which brings us to the messaging privacy settings screen. Up above, the system wants access to my call history and my contacts, and now it wants my permission to send them text messages as well. Again, I don't think so. I'm not here to let you advertise to everyone I know about my personally collected information. To me, that's just not right, so this stays off. Feedback to Microsoft. You can't completely turn this off. They are forcing you to send them some information, not totally sure what, but I can't avoid it within here, so the best I can do is minimalize it. So I'm going to go with the basic setting. I know there are several software products that you can acquire that can block your system from sending this information to Microsoft, but it is sad that you have to buy something additionally just to protect your privacy. In the Microsoft privacy statement that you see here, I have circled the part of it that states that they do share the information they pull from your computer with other companies, but that they tell those other companies that your information can only be used by them in certain ways. I don't want these other companies to have my personal and computer usage information at all. I wonder if the part where it says they are only permitted to use this information to repair or improve their products means that this gives them license to improve the version of their product that I am using on my desktop by allowing them to know what version I am currently using, so they can then market newer versions of it to me to make some more revenues. Again, I just don't know the details here, so I'm somewhat skeptical until proven otherwise. If anyone can help with an answer that I can trust here, feel free to contact me on this point. A final piece of advice. You have updated your privacy settings to what you want them to be. However, when Microsoft does an update to your computer, and most people allow this to happen automatically, they will install these updates and restart your computer so they can take effect. Often you won't even know that your computer was updated when you get back to it. The problem with this is that when they process these updates, frequently some of the privacy settings that you have changed get reset back to their original settings. So you may think you have protected your computer in certain ways, but it really is that way no longer. The best way I have found to make sure I know when there is a potential for these settings to be reset without my knowledge is to go into Settings again, and then in the top right search box, type in the words Windows Update. This will bring up the Windows Update panel. Once there, click on the Advanced Options button, and under the Choose How Updates Are Installed section, change the setting to Notify to schedule restart. Microsoft will still update your system, but now you will know when they have done so, and you can go back into your privacy settings to check them and get them back to the settings that you want to use. In summary, the level of exposure to external intrusions you are willing to accept can be in part minimized through increasing the level of privacy you have set for your computer. This will be different for all, but at least now you are aware as to a few ways that you can improve the security of your computer with a byproduct benefit of increasing your computer's performance by choosing to minimize the amount of information that you are regularly sharing with the outside world. That's all for this lecture. Bye for now.